is the only way.
Democracy.
Fuck yeah. Corey. Wrong song. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe J. Movies So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm one Jin.
Today we're going to start off with our review of Day of the Jackal. All 10 episodes. Full spoilers ahead. Big shout out to our 51 subscribers. Thank you, 3 people, for joining us. Big shout out to Ekemu, Nico Mercado, ZZ, Scott Walker, Louis Chanong. I'm the husband, I cook.
Trenchcoat.
Kayla Marie, Jasmine, Music, and all our 51 subscribers. Here we go. Yo, man, Wonjin. I had a great time watching this one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my God. Like, I think you mentioned this when you were recommending to me. Very stylish, good cinematography. And I got to say, like, I think this is like the best performance of Eddie Redmayne ever. Like, so far. What's up, ZZ?
Really? Do you think he did like a better job than that? What's it called? The Danish.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie?
Which one?
The girl with the pearl earring. What was it?
The girl with the dragon tattoo?
Oh, the dragon tattoo. Was that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but like I think but I gotta say though, like Wonjin, I personally think that up to episode 5, I thought this was gonna be just one season. And then around episode 6, I was like, wait a minute, are they trying to make this 2 seasons? Because like from the Day of the Jackal movie, the 2 movies that I saw in the past, I mean, we all know the ending where Jackal dies.
Yeah.
But no, the Danish girl. Okay, that's the one. No, because the reason why I praise Redmayne so much is there were scenes that I was genuinely afraid to be with this man. Like the writing and the acting and the atmosphere was amazing. Like oh my God, I like every time he came on screen and didn't say a word, I was like, oh please don't nobody die, please. I loved it. Yeah. And hey man, like the final episode was disgusting. Oh my God, it did not go the way I thought it would.
Yeah. And I also love how like the entire season, it in your words, it's like a slow burn. And towards the end, in the beginning, we see that the Jackal is in control of like everything. Everything's like airtight. But we start to see everything slowly start to like spin out of control.
Yeah.
And I love how the finale was that explosion of everything going out of control.
No, but you know what it was though? I thought the writing when it comes to his love towards Nuri, I thought was the weakest though, because that's a new element. Because up to episode like 4 and 5, I was convinced that this man was a complete psychopath. Like that's like I felt like Redmayne's acting was that good. But then they had this like behind story where like you're like, wait a minute, wait, I thought he would later kill his wife and son possibly.
Oh, okay.
That's how dark I was expecting it to be. But I was like, wait a minute, you love her for real? And then when they showed him like he was an Afghan and the Afghan scene was good because this is why I praise Redmayne's acting is because like he's not dialogue heavy. A lot of it is just body language, his
facial expression.
So when he saw those poor Afghan like Taliban family members dead, you knew he was pissed off. But I just didn't expect him to like kill all his teammate. And I knew there was gonna be a second season when he was deserting with another friend. I was like, wait a minute, episode 9, where's the explanation for him? It was actually sad it ended. It loses no fast. Now he showed so much empathy and actually showed remorse whenever he had to kill someone innocent. Yes, Ezzy, but it was like episode 10 was sickening though. Like when he killed that couple.
Oh, but I could tell that he really like hoped that wouldn't happen because I think he was like telling the truth when he said that they reminded him of his parents. Yeah. And I don't think he had the intention of killing them, or maybe not.
Yo.
And also, the Afghan flashback.
Yeah.
I think, I kind of skimmed through the novel when I was really young.
Yeah.
I think in the novel, maybe this could be a spoiler, but spoiler alert. He's not Alexander Duggan. From what I remember,
Okay.
that's misleading.
Okay.
He's not Alexander Duggan because we saw that Alexander Duggan like doing operations in Afghanistan and everything. These black ops, but I think if what I'm remembering is correct, he's not Alexander Duggan.
No, because you're correct. Because you know what I noticed about this show? It expects you to have watched Day of the Jackal or at least read the book. You know why that's funny? Because because in the old novels, like the target is the prime minister or president, right? It's when we trusted them, these people. But today we don't trust leaders, right? That's why it's like a kinder version of Elon Musk. I laugh so hard because that's like the symbol of like trust and freedom we have for a rich billionaire who tries to like destroy like
and try to do something philanthropic.
Yeah. So like that's why even episode 9 was great, where I almost thought the Jackal will fail. But when it succeeded, it was so sad as fuck. And whoever came up with that ocean shot is a genius.
Yeah.
Like pure entertainment value.
You know, I think I was like holding my breath while I was watching that scene. You know, like when they were diving in, I was kind of like holding my breath at the same time.
Yeah, me too. That was some intense scene. And the drones, like so the 21st century update was good. And the fact that Jackal is bisexual. Like, I mean, he may have done it just to get to the theater, of course. But I like how they play with that idea. And that's why I thought Bianca would survive. Because like episode 10, I'm like, okay, season 2 is coming. It's going to be where the Jackal goes for Charles Dance. And then Bianca's still going to be chasing him.
Or I thought maybe Bianca would persuade him and they would team up to like figure out who's behind all this.
Right.
Yeah. But then he's like, it doesn't have to end this way. Yes, it does. Bam.
Yeah. So
that was brutal.
It was really sad. And you know who else I was sad about? Norman. Because I like Norman.
Yeah.
I know he's a criminal.
Dondarrion.
Yeah.
Man.
Because I know he's a criminal whose brother is a serial murderer and wife killer, confirmed wife killer for us. But I like how he's so enthusiastic about it. He liked the gun.
That episode was pretty funny because that was like the first time we see the Jackal actually having fun, having conversation with somebody. Yeah. Because they're in the same game and they're like a similar animals.
No, but that's why when he threatened him, it was so scary. Yeah. Suddenly he's like, like, yeah. And then like, so like, you can tell Norman was terrified. Oh, what's up, Skywalker? How you doing this week? What do you think of my ideas for the last talk session? I love them all. What do you two got planned this year for Christmas? Is Christmas next week?
The week after next week. But because, next Saturday is going to be the 21st. So that's going to be the weekend before Christmas.
Okay.
So maybe that would be the perfect week for us to have some like Christmas talk or something. Yeah.
We don't know yet, Walker, but we're going to talk about everything you mentioned. We might put in a title that's kind of random, but we will talk about everything you mentioned, man. Yeah. And Let's Talk will be right after this because this is our only review tonight, Day of the Jackal. It's a really great thriller. So where were we?
And I also love, the intro sequence. That song. It gives me so much of the James Bond vibe. Yeah. And those like 70s and 80s spy thrillers. Yeah. With those like silhouettes and everything. And I really like the song too. Yeah. And man, you said that it kind of terrified you every time Redmayne came on the screen. And I had the same feeling because the way he's so detached from humanity when he kills is pervades so well on the screen. Like even when he dressed up as a janitor in the first episode and he just shoots all these innocent people dead. Man, that was some scary shit. And then when he goes back to his home, he's enjoying his time with his family and his baby. It was like a striking contrast, and he portrayed it so well, in my opinion.
That's why I was kind of afraid for there. But you know who I was happy? When Nuri's brother died, I was like, finally! Finally! I'm sorry, is that cruel? I just did not like that guy. Like,
me too. And I was intrigued by the fact that he probably died because he had that gun he sneaked out from that secret chamber of Eddie Redmayne of the Jackal,
No,
if he hadn't had that gun, I don't think he would have died.
No, but that like the house design was amazing. I also like I mean, Redmayne. Like I finally knew Redmayne was not a psychopath when his kept wife going, "Say you kill people for money. Say you keep him for money."
And then he burst out.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Now I know you bleed red." I was like, "Damn, that's a Spanish woman right there." Is that a stereotype?
Now we're ready to talk.
Yeah, so you bleed red, huh? I thought you were non-human. And then we see Redmayne almost crying. Hey, Joe, I just noticed the gray hair on your. I have a lot of gray hair, Walker. I have a lot of gray hair. He has resting bee face.
Oh, we're not talking about Jackal villain from the Spider-Man series. There's a spy, not spy, but this thriller called The Day of the Jackal. There's like a 1973 movie or something. And then there's also a movie that starred Bruce Willis as the Jackal in the 90s. And Jack Black getting his arm blown off.
Yeah.
And then this is like a TV series based on that novel.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, like, I would rank this, like, level to the 71. But the 90s one, you know, like, when I first watched it and then I watched it again, I knew it wasn't a good movie. But I still like it because Bruce Willis played such a...
And didn't Richard Gere also play a part in the movie?
Yeah, he was the one chasing him.
Yeah.
And then there was also, I think, Sidney Poitier was also in it. And so like, the acting, like, was okay.
Yeah.
It was great.
But I think it was like a 90s movie, so it wasn't that long, if I remember correctly. Because remember
90 minutes.
Back in the 90s, movies rarely exceeded like 2 hours.
Of course,
except for some exceptional ones like the Titanic or something. So it was short, and I thought it didn't have enough time to really develop these characters. So
but
that's what actually made this show a lot better.
No, but don't you think the Jackal's the weapon to kill the billionaire was inspired by the 90s one? Remember that one is
control.
Yeah. That's one. I think that's the one Jack Black actually makes for the Jackal in that movie.
And Jackal, he calibrates the weapon using Jack Black.
Yeah, right. But the
Stay still.
Yeah. But there, the Jackal is totally unsympathetic character. He's a cold killer.
Yeah.
Like but here, no, and Edward, like even the action set pieces were really great. Like when he throws the gun and then shoots the guy, and I even love the idea where he's just sleeping on the theater, waiting for the chance to kill. And I also like that the psycho bodyguard got in the way. It's kind of like a commentary, like it's like a 21st century update, like because that's
that was unexpected.
Yeah, and the fact that the villain is, I'm assuming Charles Dance is also another billionaire.
Yeah. Like the rich and powerful.
Yeah, the old money versus the new money kind of vibe. So overall, I just had a great time. I couldn't wait for like the final episode to drop. That's how I wanted to know. Because Joe is a Joshi. That's why he has great hair. How do you know that word? But anyway.
And the action sequences reminded me a lot of, Jason Bourne. Because, like those gunshots and people getting killed. It's not really dramatic. It's kind of like the Michael Mann movies. It just happens so abruptly, as if it's like in real life. So that was really good. And I also love, the deception sequences. When he's putting those like makeup and disguise. That was also interesting. And it kind of also gives us the theme of like, what is Jackal's identity? Because we know that he uses the name Charles, but we know that that's also like a fake name. And I also love we mentioned the cinematography. There are like moments when we see these like pane glass and we see like the Jackal being reflected on the glass, and it's always in like multitude. So I thought those were also very carefully shot. It was beautiful and
symbolic
also,
of who he is.
Symbolic with his identity. So I could tell that this is like, from the trailer, I thought it was gonna be like a basic, generic, like a thriller show. Like the kind I expected from what's it called, Jack Ryan and stuff. Man, this is like on a different level from Jack Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, so season 2, we're definitely gonna dig into more of the Jackal's identity, because we don't know what happened to him and his friend post their desertion.
Yeah.
And that's going to be interesting. But we already have a main plot where he's going to go for Charles Dance. And I get this feeling that Charles Dance is gonna finally act like a bitch for the first time since Alien 3, like getting punched by the Jackal in the face, because he always dies with dignity. But one thing,
No, not with dignity. He died taking a shit
No.
in Game of Thrones.
no, but in Alien 3, he's like literally chopped off.
Yeah.
But in Bathroom, at least he goes out with a bang, like, hey, you're not my son. But here, because one of the thing ironic is when he decided to keep Jackal in the payroll, saying he has character. I was like, damn, man, but you're getting hints that you're gonna kill him later. Are you sure you want to fuck with this man? And
I would not want to risk that. Hey boys, there's a lot of anger over here in Australia because 2 teenage boys beat 2-month-old baby in our own home, and she has. Wow, that's horrible. Those boys, they need to be in jail for life for that.
oh, man, let's talk about that in Let's Talk though, man.
But anyways, so we know that season 2 will probably deal with Charles Dance not paying.
Yeah. And then I just wonder if it's gonna be like that's settled in 3 episodes, and then the rest of 10 is like another plot line where they try to extend this to like 3 seasons, or whether Charles Dance will be the ultimate villain, and then we keep uncovering, and then because one of the MI6 agents know that Bianca was fucked over, but he decides to erase the text.
Ozzy, I think.
Yeah,
that was his
Ozzy.
name, Ozzy.
Yeah, that was also a great surprise.
Yeah, and that was also, I think, like a great theme too,
Yeah.
because individual. I mean, we all understand why he deleted that message. It's because he needs to fall in line.
Yeah.
And that's how bureaucracy works.
And but he also shown like a wild side though, because he's the one with the American contact, and that's why Bianca, not Bianca, but the boss was up his ass.
But I didn't really feel sorry for Bianca because it's kind of like a reciprocation of what she's done to her informant. Do you remember?
I know, but like I think that's.
Basically, she caused her daughter's death, and then she pretty much got her killed, and also she basically dismantled that entire family. So I think it's like a sin she needs to pay for. That's what I thought.
Well, I mean, I know what you're saying, but she didn't kill the daughter, and the wife was killed by her husband. I mean,
but did she not know that this could happen? I mean, she basically used him just for her own advance.
No, but here's the thing though. Jackal killed the innocent grandpa and grandma.
Oh no! I'm not comparing Bianca with the Jackal. I thought they were like a reflection of each other.
But I just thought at least Bianca is fighting for her country. That's like that. That's the line that's repeated, right? I think that's why it's kind of ambiguous. But Jackal is killing for profit, for his personal gain. Just because we saw your cute boy and your beautiful wife doesn't mean like. So you know what I mean? I thought it was like I felt that way up to episode 4, but as I got to know Bianca, also about the family, she was very young when she had her daughter. I just thought the whole show was intentionally like gray like that.
Yeah, and I thought it was like a juxtaposition between the two characters, because the Jackal, in the end, he chose family. I mean, he kept his word. He was ready to get out of the game because we could see that he left that special weapon, the suitcase thing, in the airport, and he's headed straight toward home. Because now he was ready to get out.
Didn't Jackal kill that poor gay dude that was
Yes, that's true.
Wasn't that?
But the thing is, he did have the resolve to leave that life for family. But Bianca, she just couldn't help it, because she chose the family because she was forced to, because she could no longer follow that lead of chasing the Jackal. So that's when she came back to the family. But the husband, she betrayed the family. She went back to the field. She gets killed.
No, but she didn't betray the family. Remember, the husband gives permission, and
because she was asking for permission.
No, but
by how she was like ranting about why she made that decision.
No, but I get your point, but isn't the okay? I'm just gonna be saying it right now. I disagree with you. Okay, I thought Bianca deserved more sympathy than Jackal because remember I thought it was ironic that remember the last line like Duggart and then Jackal asked why do you do it? So they're both similar in that aspect that they want to win.
Because I need to win.
But one person isn't really doing it for money. She at least believes she's doing it for her country, and another person. I don't know about the Afghan situation, but pure psychopath whose casualty number is very, very, very
I need my dinero.
Remember right afterwards, give me 80 million, the rest of it. And did he just shoot a man who promised like financial transparency to everybody in the world? And this, like, so I agree with you. Oh my God, am I the only one? Like,
well, I'm not saying that
I know
either one of them are ethically like superior or anything, but I'm just saying that I love the fact that these two characters both have their gray area.
Yeah, and Bianca showed remorse for the destruction she caused, but I don't remember Jackal showing remorse to anybody besides my wife. Do you love me? If without you I'm nothing. Like the only person. Okay, maybe the old couple.
No, we in the last episode we saw him screaming in that van.
Right.
After killing those couples.
Yeah, but you do know that there was a choice not to get the van, confess to the cops alone, because the old couple wasn't doing anything. So you know. Yeah, they're pretty much similar. But anyway, I do like this dark theme though.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was just, cause they kept playing with our emotion. Like, do you hate the Jackal? Do you love him? Cause
we know that he's basically like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Because he hits people as a job. But at times when he's being chased by the MI6, we're kind of like wishing that he would get away.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially, like the chase in the woods and jump on the waterfall. Man, that shit was intense.
Yeah, that scene was also good.
Yeah, that was really intense too.
And he killed Norman too.
Yeah.
And, poor Norman who just lost his brother. And another thing is, we know that people who pay Jackal are also more evil than him. Like, because, Jackal is pulling the trigger. But it reminded me a lot of like 007 line where 007 keeps saying, well, sometimes you got to go shoot, but what about giving orders? Like, I think he should not show remorse towards anybody but to his family. Hey, Jin, you know something? Without the black jumper and glass you look in, with the hairstyle, you look 100% look like Billy Lucas.
Right.
But anyway, shall we give a number grade?
Oh, no, but one more thing.
Yeah, what's up?
I also have to emphasize how stylish like every episode really was. I mean, we talked about the intro sequence, we talked about the cinematography. The last episode especially, when the Jackal realizes there was like an intruder in his house, I love how he shuts that mirror door.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And that red light shit comes on. Man, that was stylish as hell.
Yeah.
And we see them like looking at each other, like the reflection.
When that happened, I thought Bianca would live because I was starting to understand Bianca.
Man, that was badass. That was a stylish scene.
Oh, Zezzy asked favorite character and least favorite. My least favorite is, of course, that brother.
That brother, yeah.
Yeah, that piece of shit brother.
Idiot.
Yeah.
And the mother, too. I didn't really like Nuria's mother.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought she was
like, yeah, let your brother have some of that money, blah, 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 blah.
She was just being a mother.
It's not even your money. It's like, what kind of parent are you being to your son? Oh, that also reminds me of that sad line. The couple in the RV, after he finishes his cigarette, if you had such nice parents, then where did you come from? Man, that was a painful line.
Yeah, I thought like Jackal should die.
He's like basically saying you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My least favorite characters would be those two: the mother of Nuria and that guy.
What about your favorite character?
My favorite would be the Jackal, and close second would be Norman because I really liked him too.
I gotta say I like Norman the best.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Norman was
an artist.
Because because he seemed like he was genuinely like having fun making those guns. So passionate, and then he was very capable. And the Jackal, I like Jackal and Bianca equally, because I thought by the end they paid off like the scene you're talking about, the stare down. Yeah, I thought that was well deserved. Because in the beginning I didn't like Bianca, but I liked Jackal more. But as the show went on, I was like, Jackal, man, what the fuck? Why'd you kill that poor boy? And then, like, you can just confess, right? So he's a deserter. He killed his, like, brothers in arms. He's like, I feel like the only reason we like him is because Redmayne make him likable, made him human. When his mask gets off, I'm like, oh fuck, are you human too? You garbage person. Like everywhere
you just killed like 4 innocent people.
No, let me tell you something. Everywhere he goes, people die gruesome deaths. Everywhere Bianca goes, somebody might kill, somebody might die.
And the reason why I felt that he's human is because he portrayed that dilemma really well. The moment before he kills innocent people that he doesn't want to kill, we can kind of feel it through his acting. For example, slitting the throat of the boat guy. Not the moment he slit his throat, but when the boat guy insisted that he take the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but like that's why the acting was so great, is because Jackal is still a mystery to us. Because it felt like he doesn't even understand himself. Because when the older man said, then where do you come from? That's like the audience asking that question too. Because like Bianca is much more clear cut than the Jackal, because we're not sure of his motivation though. I mean, we know he kills for profit. He does like horrible things, but we also see him avenge the Taliban village people by killing his comrades. So it's kind of, he's a mystery to us. And then he almost never has inner monologue. The only time we get is the last scene with Bianca. Yeah. 'Cause I like to win, and then Jackal says, so do I. That's the only time we get like a personal like trait of him. Yeah. But Bianca, she's shown more because of her relationship with her daughter and her husband.
So those would be my favorite. The Jackal and Norman.
Oh yeah, Scott Walker, you're talking about the 90s. The movie's called, I think, just The Jackal. I like how silent he is. Yeah, focus like him, just like when he makes machinery, it's scary as hell. Yeah.
And my favorite scene would be that
melon shooting scene.
Yeah, the forest chase.
Okay.
And the UDC assassination attempt in the what's it called, the opera house or something. And then
that's more than one, man.
Oh man, but it's so hard to choose one.
So, like, I'm gonna answer that question. Every scene was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Anytime Redmayne is on screen and someone is in danger, that's what's cool. Even that immigrant guy, like he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you live. Like, I was like, oh thank God, don't kill that guy. Did he just show a family photo? I'm like, please, Jackal, no. I think he knows.
He's not gonna cause you harm. Come on, let him go.
Look at his asshole boss. Like and then so that's the one where. Yeah. But anyway, let's give a number grade, man.
I would give the show a 9. A solid 9.
Ah, man, I agree. It was almost a 10 for me. It was almost. It was really that good. And I'm watching The Agency right now, thanks to Wonjin recommending it. You know what's funny? I thought they'd be the same show, but this one is so fucking British. Like, I was wondering, where's all the tea? More tea, please. and then The Agency, that one is so fucking American. That's what
CIA.
Yeah, I like I saw that. Yeah, ZZ gives a 9. It was good. Yeah, so Jojin Movie So Awesome gives this a 9.
A certified 9.
Yeah.
And we, when I talked about the favorite scenes, I talked about mostly, like the intense chase and assassination scenes. But this show also keeps the scouting process also very, very interesting. It's kind of fun, like tagging along the Jackal, scouting out the area and getting intel and finding like being part of the planning process was also quite fun to watch.
That's why we are sympathetic to him, because the show tried to fuck with us like that. But we have to mention the melon scene, because that's an iconic scene from the 70s movie. Yeah. I really liked it, because when he adjusted so that it makes... I thought Redmayne did because I love it when they just make the machine and listen, I'm not an expert, so I don't know if that's really the case, but it makes it look authentic. Like he's a craftsman, he cares. That's why I love the Norman scene, because they're like, two
two nerds.
two criminal nerds getting like, oh fuck
They're
yeah,
having that nerdgasm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
yeah, let's 3D
You did this?
Yeah, let's 3D gun this bazooka. So that's the reason. But anyway, guys, so Joji Movie So Awesome gives it a 9. We're gonna take a very short break and come back to do a Let's Talk session. This has been Joji Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm one Jim.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Right
Bye
back.
bye. Korea.
Democracy.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of press.
Fuck.
Assembly.